Why don't you have your camera on, Darnell? Maybe we want to look at you.
Dude, remember I told you, said my camera isn't working. I'm thinking I have to reboot before I can get it working. And just
you should take some money out of our fund and get you a fucking camera.
It's my integrated camera, you bitch.
That's okay. That's what I'm saying. Buy you a camera.
I have several cameras. I just don't have time to set it up because I want to do this goddamn meeting. Everybody shut the fuck up so I can get started. All right, guys. So we're, as I said, first Monday of every month, I want to just present our current financial situation. So the first thing that we're going to go over, and let me just go ahead and start sharing. Sorry, one sec.
Oh man, we're getting spreadsheets.
I've made it simple. I mean, I'm not a financial analyst or anything. I'm not a whiz with spreadsheets like Leon is, but I did my best.
Well, okay. I mean, no one's a Leon.
Thank goodness.
Right? There could be only one. All right. So here's just here's a simplified balance sheet for our current assets. In our checking account, we currently have $464.79. Okay. We have $195.56 in crypto investments, as well as $8.37 in stock. I'm going to go over the specifics. I just want to give you kind of a rounded figure. So we have total assets in the amount of $668.72.
It's all Dogecoin.
That is right. Now, ew. Actually, they did make some progress, so I'm happy that I held on to the Doge that I have personally. So this is as of April the 4th. And let's see here. Sorry, why is the screen taking a bitch of a time to load? There we go. All right, so here is some detailed information on our checking. Sorry, one sec. Before we go there, I just want to pull up the transactions for a 30-day period starting on March 5th until April 4th. This is just every single transaction that went through our checking account, which is what led us to the balance that we have now. This includes any investments, which I use a Coinbase account for, as well as a Robinhood account for our stock.
Leon, did you get the server fee taken care of?
Yeah, that's what he was talking about right there.
Okay.
So we did 2 years for right now. So regardless, so it gives us plenty of time to do whatever, and if we want to expand to it. So
sounds good. So yeah, that's actually that transaction right here. $30 was transferred through PayPal to Leon for Google domain. Also, if anyone else needs to make any purchases, just like Leon did, just make sure to send me like a digital copy of the actual receipt. That way I can just store it.
Yeah.
All right. And as you can see that for a 30-day period on our in our checking account, we earned $1.22 in interest. So yay, that's something I'm hoping to improve that going forward. And I'll tell you my ideas on that as well. Okay. As you can see that basically every Friday, I was having funds transferred over to Coinbase to invest in cryptocurrency, as well as to Robinhood through my checking account, because Robinhood won't set up an automatic withdrawal through our IoT checking account. Instead, I had to do it through my checking account. So I sent the funds from our checking to mine, and then the funds directly to Robinhood for our JP Morgan Chase stock, which is always a solid investment. Right. And so you can see every PayPal transaction, every Coinbase transaction. What is this? And every deposit that we've made, including the ones where you guys sent me funds through PayPal, as well as deposits that I made from my checking account directly.
Okay.
All right.
Do this real quick for you, Darnell.
Yep.
I'm just going to Chase Quick Pay you $20 since I have it right now.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. We can go over that as soon as we're done. How's that?
No, I already have your stuff, remember?
Okay. Great.
I'm just letting you know I'm sending it now.
Okay, actually, wait, hold off on that, okay? Okay. So, here is the totality of our investments. The one cryptocurrency that we've invested in regularly is Algorand. Algorand Let me go ahead and pull up the deets.
I was going to say,
So-
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that one either.
That's okay. So Algorand is a cryptocurrency and blockchain protocol that aims to simultaneously scalable, secure, and decentralized. It uses consensus algorithm called pure proof of stake. They build technology that accelerates the convergence between decentralized and traditional finances by enabling the simple creation of next generation financial products and protocols. So for the most part, they are cryptocurrency, but also they try to make it quicker for transactions to be for cryptocurrency purchase to be made, as well as liquidated into cash. I'm going to be sitting, so I'm actually, every meeting, all this information is going to be put onto the server. I'm just going to send it to Leon or put it up myself. That way you guys can look over it whenever you would like. But I wanted to make sure I left details of everything easily available to you.
So I got a quick question for you, just so
Sure.
I can understand what's going on. So you're looking at, so what do we have invested in it? Like, how much do we have invested in that first one?
That's actually what I'm going to show you right now. So
okay.
Right now we currently have 144.28 actual Algorand coins, which has a value of $188.43. The biggest reason that I chose it is that on Coinbase we currently get 6% back on our crypto. So yeah. Actually, as of today, we've earned one Algorand coin in passive income.
Okay.
All right. But as of this sheet, it was about 59 cents. So, one moment.
Still.
Oh no, that's great.
We haven't even been investing that long, and we already have something, so that's not bad at all.
Absolutely. Right. My whole investment strategy is low risk, passive income. So basically, our little group can earn money while we continue to research and develop products that we can sell ourselves. Okay. So far, as of April the 4th, we've deposited a total of $20. No, as of April the 4th, between March the 5th and April the 4th, excuse me, we deposited $20.84. When the month opened, it started off at $1.05 per coin, and now it's worth $1.31. That has actually increased since I made this document, so we'll be going over that next month. But you guys can look up Algorand on your own just to see just to track it on your own if you wish.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. For the last 30, when I did this, in the last 30 days, they had a high of $1.47 and a low of 98 cents. At the time, this was the closest I could get to a stable coin that would offer us a percentage back. But one of the benefits of not investing this into a stable coin is that it will actually grow in value as long as people are trading Algorand.
Right.
The 30-day period, we had transaction fees of $3.96. What I plan on doing, since these crypto investments have transaction fees, is reducing it from every Friday to once a month, probably the second to last Friday of the month when the crypto market seems to tank.
Okay.
Now, our next investment is in Bitcoin. We have a total of 0.00012 Bitcoins, valued at $7.13. Mm-hmm. We have deposited a total of $8.34.
Yep.
All right, and 1 moment here. Sorry. Oh my God, my screen is moving so freaking slow. All right, so if you guys have been tracking Bitcoin, the start of March, it was valued at $48,766.01. As of the time of this sheet, it was valued at $57,784.52, and it's actually gone up. It experienced absolutely. It had experienced a high of about $61,788.45 in that 30-day period, and a low of about $46,000. We pay transaction fees at $1.98. I said the next time we do this presentation, that amount will be even lower. Yeah. And lastly, our stock investments with JP Morgan Chase. We currently have 0.054 shares valued at $8.37. We've deposited $8.34. Luckily, thank goodness, Robinhood doesn't have any transaction fees, so we didn't pay any. When the month opened, JP Morgan Chase was at an approximate value of $150.91. At the time of this statement, it was about $153.91. I received a high of $161.53 and a low of $148.64 in that same 30-day period. So all of our investment have experienced growth. It has continued to experience growth through the rest of the last 7 days. So yay, positives. Mm-hmm. All right, and now we are going to move over. So these are just some additional details I just want to go over with you.
Now, Darnell, if you wanted to, I have a lot of different like investment trading for dummies and all kinds of books on the server too. If you wanted to really get into that too, because honestly,
actually, I've been doing.
Okay.
I said for the last several months, I've been doing tons of research on different cryptos, different stocks that we can use. That's it. These were kind of the safest bets that I could find for us. But I have, as I'm going to be making some changes that I'm actually going to go over with you at the end of this presentation. But if you guys have any suggestions for anything that you think I should look over, or any investment suggestions, or anything that you would like for me to look into, please let me know at any time.
We gamble at the poker tables.
Okay, I'm gonna ignore that. So pushing forward. This is just a review of our checking account. I said we started the month off at 335.26, ended the month at 464.79. Basically, an increased savings of about 39%, saving a total of 129.53. So basically, we had a total expenses of about 4169. That basically includes any funds that we put out, such as our investments with 4169, while our purchases were about $30.
Okay.
All right. And we ended up taking in, of course, $200, and our interest came to $1.22. If you guys want to view the transactions, I mean, I've already gone over with you, but if you guys want to view the transactions, it's always going to be on this tab right after the summary.
Okay.
All right. And with Allegrand, so we started this month with 133.30 invested in Allegrand. We currently have 150.77. Expenses, of course, were $3.96 in transaction fees. Deposits were $20.84, and we've earned we earned a percentage back of 59 cents.
Okay.
Okay. Here are all the transactions, of course, in case you guys want to go over it. Okay. So, go ahead.
Well, you're still on the investments tab on this screen.
I was going to say your screen's not moving on our side, dude.
We're still on the investments tab?
Yeah.
That's what it's doing here.
Yeah,
okay.
we're on.
Let me go ahead and reset that connection. 1 second. I knew it was moving slow. Jesus Christ.
I wasn't sure if I was just missing something or what exactly. I was like,
I didn't know that you guys were not seeing everything.
It was cool. I was green and clicking I was clicking the tab on my screen, like maybe this will work.
Matt's just like.
All right, 1 second.
You know what we're talking about, Matt?
That's stupid.
Oh.
We mean balancing a checkbook.
Right.
Okay, there we go.
All right.
Better?
There. Yeah, that's better.
There we go.
Okay.
I know what it was. You had it set to just that one tab rather than the whole screen.
I forgot to switch the tabs. That's all. Thank you, Eric. Honestly, if you hadn't said anything, I would not have known. All right, so we are on. Okay, so this was the information I was going over with Allegrand, and This was the information on the checking account.
Yes.
All right, so Bitcoin started the month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah, that definitely. I was wondering where you're pulling all the numbers from.
No
I was
problem.
like, man, I must be really missing something here. Okay.
Right?
So Bitcoin, we started with cash in of a 52 cents.
Yep.
That was actually something that was left over from a Bitcoin transfer that I had, so I thought I would just gift it to us. We ended up with $10.84 in Bitcoin. Transaction fees $1.98 and deposits totaling $8.34. One moment.
Makes sense.
And here are just the transactions.
Excuse me.
I'm going to have to remind myself to go ahead and put a bar over the address bar there so other people can't fuck around with whatever.
Well, they can't. They can't anyway. See,
You can't really open the Google Docs anyway.
Yeah,
I know. I'm just saying, just for security's sake.
Okay. I mean, that's fine.
Public. And if it was a security risk, Google's got some splaining to do.
Yeah, right.
Well, I just don't want to help anybody get a Google job.
All right.
Moving on. Moving on, you dicks. So, okay. So, and of course, total deposits for our JP Morgan Chase account of $8.34. No transaction fees, of course, and a list of all transactions. So, at the end of the month, there was a change with our checking account. As I said before, it was giving us 4% back on our balance as long as we deposited up to at least $200 a month on the first $3,000. Okay. However, their policy has changed. They are still offering 4% back on the first $3,000, but only if you make 10 qualifying purchases using the debit card. So what I would like to do is convert the funds in the checking account to USD coin. If put onto BlockFi, we would earn 8.6% back on our crypto. And for anyone who is not familiar with USD coin, it is a stable coin fully backed by the US dollar and developed by Center Consortium. So basically, it will always be the same value as an actual dollar.
Nice.
Yeah. So if there are no objections to moving those funds over, I would like to do that as soon as possible. That way we can start earning more than just 1% back, which is what we started earning as of last Monday.
Personally, I think you got this. Go for it. Yeah.
Everybody's in agreement with that?
Absolutely, dude.
Sounds great.
I'm curious about this myself now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So I also have some future suggested investments.
Cannabis, that's what we're in.
Yeah, so it's shut up. So basically, it's a stock called YOLO. YOLO is an actively managed ETF that seeks long-term capital appreciation by investing in both domestic and foreign cannabis equities. Nice. So basically, it's a multitude of national and international cannabis companies. As you can see that they are currently, the value of this stock as of the day I did this report was $23.98. And in the past year, it's had a high of 30.56 and a low of 7.43, which means it has grown significantly in the last year. Yeah. I believe that we should get in on that as soon as possible.
Well, didn't like New York or somebody just pass to be legal for cannabis? Somebody did.
Yeah, a lot of states are moving from simply medical marijuana to recreational. So if we get onto it as soon as possible, we can definitely see some growth in the next couple of months, if not years.
Yeah, I'd say go for it.
Okay. Another is a cryptocurrency called Binance Coin. Binance Coin, as well as the second as the other cryptocurrency I would like to invest in, Uniswap. They are cryptocurrencies, but they are also exchanges, which basically means that even when the market is down, as long as people are utilizing the exchanges, you still make money. Yes. Okay. So, yeah, and as you can tell, Binance is currently valued at 371.21 as of the statement, but in the past year, it has had a low of 1360 and a high of 381.03. So it's had intense growth. Simple
what-
more. Go ahead.
Oh no, I've watched it for a while. It's extremely bouncy, depending.
It sounds like it, but yeah, that's still pretty cool.
As cryptocurrencies start becoming less of an unknown and more of a highly utilized currency, different currencies, but there will be more trading on Binance, causing it to explode. And the same thing can be said for Uniswap as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So while we are investing in cryptocurrency, I believe that we should invest in some exchanges, cryptocurrency exchanges as well. That way, I said we can continue to see growth regardless.
Okay.
Maybe put it on the watch list for when it hits a low and get some.
So,
Pretty much.
so I have a question here. So, going back to these, what are you using to invest in these?
Honestly, I'm just paying attention to them. So I'm using multiple exchanges. I'm using Coinbase for the most part to invest in cryptocurrency. And I said I'm doing this not just with our money. I'm also doing this with my money.
Right.
I'm using Coinbase for the cryptocurrencies for the most part. I'm using Robinhood for the stock. And I am using BlockFi. That's where I want to store the USD coin. Basically, the most popular ones, basically the ones that people find the most reliable. Now, any cryptocurrency exchange, as well as a crypto wallet, whether it is online or offline, they have no FDIC guarantees, which means they're not insured in case those funds are gone missing or are stolen. And so that is the only thing that that worries me. However, in recent reports, it seems that has only happened to less than 15% of any customers who have utilized these services.
Yeah, you did some research, that's for sure.
Of course. I mean, guys, look, I don't know if this all seems like overkill to you, but
this is informative.
Yeah, I'm just saying, look, it's I told you I wanted to run the investments. I wanted to run our money like if we are a company, because that's what I would like for us to get to at some point. But also, when somebody gives me their money, I want them to know where that money is going and what is happening to it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
The reason I'm asking is because I'm thinking about mimicking what you're doing here.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Like seriously, because I just started. I've been wanting to start putting shit back. So,
absolutely. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of XRP, for crypto. So, I was wise enough to get into XRP about last year, and it's grown from about, I want to say, 50 cents a coin to about $1.36. Wow. So yeah, it's like I'm definitely experiencing the boom. Thing is, I would have invested our funds, but until recently, they were in court battling an SEC allegation, which they've won recently, causing their crypto value to rebound. Yeah,
right.
Mm-hmm. But I said I don't want to take any big risk with your money. Yeah. That's why I said even though some of these are crypto and there's also a stock as well, it's like they are low risk ones, very low risk ones, except YOLO. YOLO is more high risk than anything else I have mentioned.
Well, I mean, it's YOLO.
Yeah, it's YOLO. But one of the keys to choosing a crypto or even choosing a stock is you got to think like an idiot, because there are more idiots in the world than anything else. YOLO is an incredibly memorable name, so people will choose it. Plus, it's undervalued. Mm-hmm. So there is plenty potential for growth.
Well, it's just like what George Carlin used to say. Think about how stupid the average person is. Now, half the people on the planet are stupider than that.
I mean, people don't necessarily make their decisions on facts. They make them on emotions or just gut instinct. So, yeah, I'm kind of basing a lot of what we're doing on that. But if Leon, if you want to get in kind of the crypto sphere, Coinbase gives you not only the ability to invest, but they also give you information about the actual crypto, plus recent news updates about it as well, so you can follow what's going on in one location.
Cool.
And the good news is, if Darnell keeps...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, if Darnell keeps on investing properly, he can get himself a new camera.
I know, right?
I have 4 goddamn cameras, but the only problem with my other cameras is that there is a severe delay when I speak. So that's why the only reason I stopped using them. And this camera was working just fine as of Thursday when I had a thing with somebody, and now today for some reason it's not initiated. So fuck it.
You said
Bitch,
crypto
put down those quotes.
So you should probably get IT in here. We should get Elijah in here to help you with your camera then.
I just need to reboot.
hey, Coinbase.
No,
Coinbase.
Okay, I just want to make sure because I'm downloading it.
Coinbase, and I said BlockFi because they give you interest back on multiple cryptocurrencies.
I need to just
BlockFi.
Yep.
I need to just take a whole day and just sit down and hammer this shit into my head.
The thing is, I can give you guys tons of resources. Like there are several people online who make cryptocurrency suggestions, but there is one guy in particular. Every prediction he's made over the last couple of years has paid out.
Nice.
Must be a time traveler.
So
go ahead.
I was going to say, so Josh, of all people, he's been starting to invest in this. He invested in this one. What the hell is it called? I'm trying to look. Oh, that Doge, the Dogecoin.
Yeah, because there was a subreddit going on for that too, where they were talking about, okay, we're done with all these, so yeah.
Doge is also a super risky one because it's literally backed by nothing.
I know,
right? Well, plus, apparently,
Well, it's hard to make because right now there's a bull run going on for cryptocurrencies. Basically, everyone's feeling the boon due to Bitcoin, but also because of XRP. Mm-hmm. So when when a large portion of the market goes up, everyone gets some kind of boon. But you never know when the bull run is going to end. Doge, it's pure bull run. Yeah. I mean, honestly, as soon as the bull run is over, it's going to tank again because 1, it's backed by nothing. No one is invested. 2, they are not linked to any other financial services, either nationally or internationally. And 3, there is no scarcity. They make millions of them a year. Yeah. The chances, I mean, you would, in order for it to receive any real significant growth, you would have to spend, honestly, because there's an entire formula for calculating where your Bitcoin is to where you want it to be based on the people investing in it. It would take billions of dollars to push it to anything significant.
The other thing is right now, whenever I was looking at it, I think Dogecoin was like a fraction of a cent. Mm-hmm. So it was one of those where it's like, look, just put $5 in it and see what happens. If it fucks up, you lost $5.
Yep. I mean, I said I definitely did it with my own money. I bought about 2,000 coins and I left it there because I'm fine with that. I just was not willing to do that with your money. It was just
See, I do a similar thing, but I buy magic cards. I can crack a pack open. It could be worth it. I can crack a pack open. It could be worth it.
That just sounds like gambling.
So that's the thing. A lot of people, when it comes to their crypto investments or even their stock investments, they're simply gambling. They're putting money in, crossing their fingers, and hoping to God that it goes up. Doge was one of those ones that started going up because of the Reddit group the multiple Reddit groups that support it. And if you guys ever want to follow those groups, they're great for day trading, but not long-term investments.
No.
Right.
Yeah, I did follow some of the ones that they were talking about initially whenever everybody was jumping on it.
Yep.
And I probably need to check on those because I think I invested in like 8 different ones.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens.
Because what happens is the people are like, well, just hold on to it. But the thing is, as soon as it hits a certain marker, everyone starts selling it because they know it's going to tank soon because people are going to stop pushing it. So I said, I don't use that when it comes to investing you guys' money. My whole thing is long-term payback. Right. And actually, we're expecting a dividend return on JP Morgan Chase at the end of the month of about 50 cents, which I've already set up to be reinvested back into our account, our stocks with them. Mm-hmm. So it'll be a dividends reinvestment instead of dividend return. Cool. If everyone's okay with that as well.
Absolutely.
I mean,
I know I'm already losing you.
No, you're not losing.
I'm talking about Matt. I'm talking Matt. I can see that his interest was waning.
No. So anytime you see my eyes fluttering, I'm trying to keep my contact in my eye.
Oh, okay. My bad.
When I first met him, I thought he was having a psychotic episode every time he did that. And so I didn't say anything for the longest time. And then finally he's like, these goddamn contacts. I'm like, Okay.
I forgot there's contacts. I was like, okay, he's bored.
Well, no, like, I have my glasses, but they're so fucking uncomfortable on my face. I just don't want to wear them.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So that's the end of the information that I have, and I said we'll make sure to get the information I presented onto the server. But at this point, I said what I'm changing our investment strategy. I said when it comes to the actual cryptocurrency investments, since they have fees, I'm just going to make sure to do a investment once a month. Converting our funds over to USD coin. I have a couple of different tricks to make sure we do not pay a fee on converting those over.
Okay.
So we should be able to avoid a fee altogether. I kind of have it already worked out, but I have to bounce it between accounts. And what was one more thing? And as I said, if you guys are okay, even though we no longer require $200 a month in order to get the 8.6% back under the new account, I would like for us to maintain a $200 deposit, a total of deposits every month.
Yeah.
That way I can kind of spread out our investments as we go. Okay, but that's about it. That's all I have. And I said, if I have you guys' blessing, I'll go ahead and start making some changes.
Go for it. You got this figured out.
When are we all going to quit our jobs and start running this as a real business?
That'd be awesome.
I already quit my job.
Well, you don't count.
Jesus Christ. Well, hey, I said, if I can manage your money smartly, who knows? I said, if we start selling things and we continue to invest our money and spend it wisely, I think that we can definitely grow to a significant size. I mean, you can start investing the S&P 500 at some point, which is similar to the YOLO, which is basically investing in multiple companies with one deposit.
Well, now what we need to start doing, we need to start going ahead and figuring out how do you trademark something, how do you patent something, how do you get a company started, because stuff like that, that's way over my shit. I need to go ahead and figure it out sooner or later anyway. There's all kinds of books on the server for it, but reading.
We also need to find, so let's say we find a product that we can inexpensively reproduce and we would like to sell. We would need to decide how we're going to sell it. I do have a friend who has recently gotten into that. They are starting an online business. They have done tons of research on how to sell, where to sell. I've been assisting them with that. And when the time comes, I'm probably going to recruit them over to help us with that. But at that point, if we start selling things, we'd have to figure out for each one of us what is our hourly rate wage. We would also need to pay them an hourly wage since they would be handling our sales and managing them. Because that is even when you sell on a website, that is still a huge job. I was not aware of how much effort goes into that and how much monitoring you really have to do to make sure you're not getting fucked. So when that time comes, as I said, I have someone who's pretty much done all the research possible since trying to set up their business. I've done the research with them to better assist them, so I already know of a couple of outlets that we can use. So I just want to let you guys know, hey, I'm doing something. Think about the future of our little enterprise. I have future plans, and I hope that you guys are as serious as you seem, because I am right there with you.
Yep, we definitely are. It's just a matter of getting actually into the motivation, I guess, again.
I get you.
So, yep.
Get your motherfucking asses in gear.
That's it.
For me, it's always, I need to fucking find time. That's the worst
guys,
part.
I get you. It's this is something small for now. But I said, upon creating our first product and finding it, basically creating a product that we can actually sell, we have an avenue we can go down for distribution. So just so you know, that kind of thing is in the works. It has already been thought about, and when the time comes, I will share those details, or I'll let the person I'm talking about share those details as well.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Does anybody have anything else they want to bring up?
Yeah. I don't know if I brought this up on a previous meeting or not. Did I bring up my squirrel idea?
Yeah.
I did.
Well, to me at least.
I don't remember a squirrel idea.
Leon, do you remember?
I remember vaguely, but I can't remember details about it.
So basically what I wanted to focus on at some point. Now, I've pretty much made peace with the squirrels. Okay, recently.
Were you at war with them? What the hell?
Recently, I decided, you know what? We used to have a bird feeder out in the yard. We took it down because it was falling apart, the whole 9 yards and everything. Let's get another one. Let's go ahead and get a shepherd's crook. Let's go ahead and get it up there. Get a brand new one up there. Get the seat in there, the whole 9 yards. And sure as shit, as soon as we started going ahead and putting it up there, the squirrels found a way to get to it and chase all the birds away and go ahead and gluttonly take all that shit. So initially, I was annoyed by it. I would just open the door and like, you bastard, like kind of one of those types of deals. But the problem is that, well, I can't be on there 24 hours a day. And it's one of those things where it's like, even Sarah's like, look, you either learn to live with the fucking squirrels or you go crazy trying to get them off the thing. So I thought, this sounds like a job for IoT. So my thought process was something, just start off simple. Why don't I go ahead and take like a small speaker, piezo speaker, something that I can just like basically make like a weatherproofing like type deal there, and it can make like a loud noise, but it has to be initiated by me. So I thought, okay, why don't I make like a key fob or something where I go, that damn squirrel, and I go ahead and hit a button and it makes a loud noise. It scares the squirrel off. They run. At that point, then the birds can come back. Anytime somebody sees them out there, they can go ahead and do the same thing. See if there's any value in that. Because the problem is that there's a lot of people that they have the same issue. They go ahead and they set up a bird feeder. They're in the way because squirrels or whatever comes and chases away the birds. And then they're left just going, whatever. Like literally, my wife's grandfather used to have a big-ass BB gun that he would go ahead and fire at the squirrels every time he saw them out there.
Yep.
And it's like, yeah, but they keep coming back. So
I have a question.
Okay.
Have you done any research on the frequencies that squirrels are able to hear?
No.
Okay. I think that your idea is great. However, I think like the loud noise would annoy human beings, including your neighbors.
Well,
so what
it doesn't have to be super, super loud. It can literally just be, it could just be a recording me going, hey, or something like that. And it would just be like right next to the bird feeder. So literally it scares the fuck out of them whenever it happens. I'm sure there's some research done because I'm sure plenty of people have had squirrel issues over the years. Lord knows I've had. Basically looking at the frequencies that squirrels can hear, their highest frequency level, as long as it's beyond human hearing, you may annoy some dogs that come close to the bird feeder, but it would definitely repel the squirrels. So maybe check that out. That would be a good idea. That way, no one else can hear it, and you can actually leave it on permanently at a lower level that only can be heard once the squirrel approaches the bird feeder. Well, there's two problems. So, three problems. One is power. I wouldn't want something that would drain super quick. So if it's on all the time, it's kind of like
that could be taken care of. You can use a solar panel,
a
mini solar panel.
Well, the second problem is what Matt has said previously, which is I haven't even researched if this product exists.
And so I'm sure there's some deterrents like that because what you're describing is similar to, they have a few different like bird call ones that they have and stuff like that. So I'm making notes as we're doing this. I've already even got a like small prototype drawn up already. So basically what you would be doing is, because the main thing is depending on where you're setting this up at, you can't do it anywhere near like rooftops. And the reason for that is because the squirrels are going to be coming off rooftops. So your bird feeders are going to have to be on a shepherd's hook or something similar to that, to where they actually have to climb that shepherd's hook or whatever it is. So what you would do is you would make that sensor about 2 to 3 feet off the ground. And then as he comes up the dill, it picks up on him goes off, and then it doesn't affect birds because birds can also set this damn thing off too. So that's the point. You want to keep it at a point where it's going to be set off only by the squirrel or even another raccoon or something. So
couldn't you make it a press sensor?
Well, that was another reason why I was
Probably want to
also
stick with like a
wondering.
motion sensor.
Well, no,
Well,
you don't want
yeah.
motion because if something flies past it.
No,
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So you want a motion sensor. The thing is, if you do pressures, you're just adding on to a mechanical issue that can break.
Well, that and then you're overcomplicating it, and if it requires even more power, then it's like. But the third point was, so if I go frequency based, then and I go automatic based. Well, what's to say that a bird can't hear the same thing?
That's why you would want to do that research to see basically common animals that would show up in your backyard. Birds, cats, dogs, if you have one, and of course squirrels, chipmunks, and so forth. You want to check to see what frequency they can hear because I'm pretty sure that birds probably hear at a lower frequency than squirrels or dogs or cats. Like I said, that would require additional research.
Yeah, but that was another reason why I was thinking, at least for the initial prototype, is there a way that I can set this up to be a manual thing? Now,
Yes, of course you could. So you could do that with a RF blaster.
Well, that was another reason why I was thinking, does something like this possibly already exist?
You could just do it with a Bluetooth.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Or
that there's
Bluetooth
some
connection with your phone. Yeah.
I'm sure that there's some form in which this exists. You just need to design it differently than they do.
Yeah.
That way it's your own version of it.
That's the reason why what I need to do is do some research on that initially so that I can go, okay, how do I make mine different from theirs so it's not immediately like a legal battle?
Your first goal would be to see if you can actually create it yourself and see if you can create it in a way that people wouldn't find it cumbersome or frustrating. Once you've actually gotten that down, then you can check to see, okay, who else has done this and how can I redesign this, whether it's physically or with the actual coding in order to make it different enough so I don't violate any sort of copyright issues.
I think, honestly, creating the initial product wouldn't be too hard because, okay, for example, I could... Hi, Leon. What are you doing?
I'm showing you right now. I'm pulling this up.
Squirrel repeller.
Ultrasonic squirrel repeller. Hey!
The exact same thing, but here's the thing. You're doing this, but this is not a manual thing. It doesn't.
Oh, it's an automatic thing.
Right, it's all automatic. So this is similar to what I'm talking about. And look, they even have the solar thing installed.
Okay.
Right here. So what I'm talking about is something that would go against, actually against the rail itself. Like say down here where I'm pointing. Say this is the bottom of your shepherd's hook. This thing would be attached to this and essentially do the same thing. Have a light and stuff to where it flashes and only gets set off by an animal at that point, not by a bird or anything. Because this right here has a sensor that's able to pick up a 360. So we don't want it to be 360. We want it to be like a dead on. So if he passes over this, it's going to go off. See what I'm saying? So that's what I would do. There's quite a few of these, but I don't see anything of what how you're wanting it done. So,
well, see, I was thinking something that you could put it anywhere. If you wanted, you could put it on the ground. If you wanted, you could stick it to the shepherd's crook or wherever you needed to. And then it's like, if you saw a squirrel out there, then you could manually do it. Because yes, automated is king, but at the same time, the problem with automation is it makes mistakes. There's so many things that could potentially go wrong with, it scared away a bunch of birds by doing this, kind of one of those types of deals. And then at that point, it's like, well, now the birds don't even want to come around. That was the whole reason why I was like, look, let's small scale it, make it where it's literally something where it's like, that damn squirrel. And literally, I don't have to open a window. I don't have to get up. I don't have to do anything. I notice a squirrel. Boop. It just makes a noise. Now, granted, because I was talking to my dad about this too, and he was like, So
Here's
the
your
problem
ranges.
is
Here's your
What's
ranges right here.
ranges. What do you mean?
Ranges for
Yeah.
their hearing.
Where?
I'm pointing at it. You see it?
No.
Right here in blue. What are you guys seeing?
I'm seeing just the page for the DB's on. I think you focus on that entirely instead of the screen.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to present, you have to be really
I'm
specific.
sorry. Yeah. Hold on a minute. Let me exit that one real quick.
Okay.
God, I hate this.
Google
They're
Meets
so
is funky.
cumbersome whenever they're. Okay, let's do this, and then I want to show you this.
Okay, so
Here.
the frequency that birds can hear versus the frequency of squirrels is dramatically different.
Oh,
Yes, it is. So
Okay.
right there's your frequency. So you wouldn't scare them off, and that's exactly
all.
what this would be. So, and actually, this you could also market this as a pest repellent as well, because apparently at this hertz it scares off everything.
Matt, are you playing Rocket League there?
Off most rodents, so.
Matt,
Yeah,
What?
you playing Rocket League there?
Yeah.
really, dude.
It just showed up out of nowhere.
Shame on you.
I'm just logging in.
So apparently, and
He's getting ready for the 9.
Apparently, here's the specs we need to meet. So
Okay.
to make us, we need to have power consumption of this. Obviously, ours would be DC, so we'd have like a lower voltage.
Yeah, that would actually be incredibly simple to make.
The good news about this is, since we know the exact frequency range, if I saw a squirrel on there, but also birds nearby, it's not going to freak them out too.
That's my point. So then
birds can only hear between 1,000 to 4,000 hertz, while squirrels hear from 25,000 up to what, 85 or 65,000? That's a dramatic difference.
60. Yeah, and this is all ultrasonic. So so it has a test mode.
Oh my God! You know what we could have created when we were working for Dish?
What?
A bed bug repeller.
A what?
A bed bug repeller.
Yep.
Honestly, we could have.
I mean,
we might still need to.
Well, hell, I mean, I'm not working in the building anymore, so.
Well, no, we're not now. But I was thinking of going to wireless.
Yeah, me too. And as long as it's in the building, I'm not going.
It's going to be in the building, from what I'm understanding.
They've already announced it. I'm not going to go because I've had no severe allergy attacks. I haven't been sick, and I haven't had any goddamn bed bug bites. So fuck it.
Well, so my deal was, I was like,
right, exactly.
There were a lot of pros that I found from the wireless thing, but at the same time, like, do I really want to go back on site when I can literally roll over and go to work? I've got a fixed schedule, so I know exactly when I have to come and go. And I mean, I can just do everything out of home now. So
this thing is their thing covers 6,000 square feet, which I'd say realistically it probably only covers about 2,000 square feet.
Yeah, that's what but they said.
And then they've got 3 speakers in.
Well,
what they probably mean by 6,000 square feet is that's about the range that they would hear it. Meaning, like, if there was a squirrel that just got there and got sensed, hypothetically 6,000 feet away.
Yeah, but so here's my whole thing is that if let's say that it works great for the bird feeder and we market it specifically for a bird feeder, you could install that thing right next to one.
Or on the bird feeder.
You won't have to worry about the range because it'll be right next to or right on the bird feeder.
Exactly.
Yeah, that would that would work perfectly.
Exactly. We would probably market this to bird feeder enthusiasts or bird watcher enthusiasts or some bullshit like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Eric, man, this is your thing. So you need to start picking up.
Yep.
Start working on it. We'll start working on the design. I'll start drawing up what we can do for a schematic and stuff.
One thing. When we make purchases, please give me advance notice because I will have to liquidate our assets first before I can transfer them back to the checking account for purchase. So we'll continue to use the checking account to make and track our purchases. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it just takes about 3 to 4 business days for liquidation to complete.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
No problem.
We'll just get you a list of stuff that we think we might need, and then
Absolutely. Just let me know what you need.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. So, all right, guys. I mean, we got anything else?
That's about it. That's all I've got, and I'll start
That's all I
making
had.
some changes this evening. This evening. I want to make that done as quickly as possible.
Okay.
But as I said, so we've for this month. Bud and Phil, if you plan on sending that $20, feel free to do so, and we'll be about 180 until we reach our goal of 200.
Sweet.
Yeah, but less stressed on it because it's not a requirement.
True.
Well, I planned on throwing out $25 every payday.
Please continue to do so. I said if we don't reach $200 through you guys, I will go ahead and make up the rest. I just want to make sure we have a solid $200 invested every month so that our interest can continue to grow, because 8.6% back. I mean, that's better than just about every bank in the country.
Oh yeah, no joke.
Yeah.
Sounds
All
good.
right, guys. Hey, this is great. This was a great meeting, mostly because of me, but still a great meeting.
Hey. I showed up.
You did. You guys, thank you so much for showing up.
Yeah,
It really validates the work. So
Yes.
thank you. I really appreciate it.
I agree.
Dude, you did a lot of work.
I'll
Seriously.
also say, Darnell, I was there for you last week too.
You were, buddy. You were. So, and
I
Leon,
totally forgot.
of course you were going to be there. You were very busy with wedding day.
Yeah,
Eric, you have no excuses. You're a dick.
I know.
So, anyways, yeah. So here, give maybe a week or two, and we'll start. If you guys want to start doing weekend deals, we can start doing that again. So
sounds good. Also, I figured maybe we choose every 2-3 months or so, just have an actual just go out and do something day.
That would be
Yeah,
great.
I get my vaccine, the Johnson & Johnson one this weekend. So after that, I will definitely be up for going out and doing stuff.
I'm kind of waiting on that just because I've got additional people living here too,
I
especially
get
additional
you.
people that are going out and about.
I get you.
And the last thing that I need is to accidentally infect other people because I got a vaccine.
right.
That would
I
suck.
understand. Luckily, I'm only living alone, so I'm fine with going out. You guys just let me know. I'm not going to go crazy, but I would be happy to meet up and work on some shit together.
Did your brother leave?
No, he was going to move in with me, and he ended up changing his mind. Apparently, he and his wife worked things out, so he's in a good place, I assume.
Hopefully, right?
Guys, well, the thing is, when he's decided to be with his wife, he tends to kind of quiet down, and I'm hoping that things are okay. I'm just going to put it that way.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I did that for 17 years. I understand exactly where it's come from. So, yep. I get it.
Need a wife.
All right, guys, I got to go pick up Haley. So,
All right, guys, this was a great meeting. Good talk. And I'll see you guys at least in the next month.
Yep.
hey,
Sounds
Darnell, later on, I might hit you up and get some more information on this stuff because I need to kind of walk through. Like I've got my the Bitcoin invested off of the Cash App, so I need to know how I can get all that moved over.
That's fine. I'll show you exactly how to do that.
Cool. Sounds good.
Sounds
Appreciate
great,
you.
guys. All right, good talk. Talk to you guys later.
Later, guys.
See ya.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.